Carlos here from Everything Tech, and in this video I have for you the Pomarks USB 3 DataFortress Flash drive with 128GB capacity. This device was sent to me by Pomarks, and it's a very nice device with some amazing capacity and really nice stable speeds. In this video I'm gonna do some speed tests within Windows and Mac OS X, and I'm gonna put it through its paces, and also at the end I will use H2 test W to test to see if the drive can take the whole 128GB capacity. As you can see, the device comes with a little loop as well to attach to a keyring, and obviously the swivel design where you hide the USB head so you won't damage it. So without further ado, let's go and have a look at some speed tests of the DataFortress. Let's start a USB 2 test in Mac OS X, and with a 1GB stress test. I'm going to select the drive, and it's the Pomarks, which is just Untitled. Just choose that. So this is a USB 2 test, and then I will do a USB 3 and we'll see the big difference between USB 2 and USB 3. Okay, without further ado, let's see what we get. So with USB 2 we get about a write speed of about 24 megabytes per second and a read speed of about 30. I'll let the needles go 2 or 3 more times so we can get a more accurate test, but I don't think they're going to move much further than they are now. Okay, so yeah, about 27 on the right and about final test 27 on the read. Okay, let's stop this one. I'm just going to quickly eject the drive, and I'm going to put it on a USB 3 port. Okay, so now it's on a USB 3 port. We're going to go and just make sure that the selected target is the same. Yeah, so now USB 3 test, and I still have the 1GB stress test. So let's see how it behaves now. That's a little bit better. So about a 70, it peaks onto 80 something, but it remains on 71 on the write speed and about 118 on the read speed. Again, peaking over to the 90s, but then stabilizing in the 70s. But the read speed is constant, 119. Okay, this is a more stressful test. Let's go 50. A little bit more stressful. I would assume this is a 2K test. But on a read, a very stable 118, and again it's gone back to 80, peaking at 80 on the right and then stabilizing at 70 and 118 on the read. Okay, so this is the Mac OS X test, and now we're going to go into Windows and have a look at what the drive gives us there. Should be pretty similar, I would assume. Okay, so I'm gonna do the following test of the Pomarks 128GB flash drive USB 3, and I just did the Mac test, and as promised I'm going to do the test for Windows, and the same thing applies. The only difference is these tests take quite a bit of time. I'm going to speed up the video a little bit, and I'm going to run the test once on USB 2 and once on USB 3. Apart from that, the tests are going to be pretty similar, I would assume. I don't expect to see any differences in the read and write speed, but I might be wrong. So without further ado, let's start now. Okay, so the test just finished, and I've got pretty average, like the Mac test. Sequential read, I've got 32, write 28, 512K 32, write 3, 4K 3, 53, 053, and 0, 7, and 00, 17. Okay, so now I'm going to do the USB 3 test. So I'm going to take the drive out from here. And I'm going to put it in the USB 3. And there we go. And I assume it's in the same one anyway. So the same thing applies. Let's try now with USB 3. And that is it, as expected. 125 on the read, 74 on the write, 512K, pretty solid on the read, and 3 on the write, 4K. The numbers are a bit higher, but still a very respectable score. So this is the end of my tests. I will be performing one more test off screen, and I will make a note of it in the video description. That is to see if you can actually fill the 117 gigabytes, or if it gives me errors halfway through. But apart from that, this is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.